guy has been trying to go out with this girl for a long time. Finally, he got a date, you know. She says, come over to my house. My family wants to meet you, though. Before I go out with anybody, they have to meet the person. He's like, well, what do you want to do? Go to a movie, go out to dinner? She goes, let's just go to catch a movie, a late movie. He's like, okay. So that day, since they're not going out to eat, he figures he might as well eat something before the date. So he's eating beans, hot dogs, whatever he can find in his house, you know. He shows up at the girl's house, like 8 o'clock. They let him in. He didn't think there'd be that many people there, you know. There's like 10 people there, and they're all looking at him and asking him questions and stuff. So they bring him into the living room. He sits down on a nice chair, and this beautiful old lab sits next to him, you know, an old Labrador Retriever sits at his feet. So he's feeling kind of comfortable. And she's yelling, I'll be down in a little while, you know, just wait for me. Okay. So he's talking to the people. I guess he started getting nervous, you know. Whatever was happening, his stomach started to growl, and, you know, it felt funny, you know. Like he had to go to the bathroom. That's how nervous he was. So they're talking to him. All of a sudden, by accident, he slips silent but deadly, you know. And he's like, oh my God. People in the room are like, what the, you know, like they're getting like upset. All of a sudden, the old lady comes out from the kitchen. She yells, Spot! That's the dog's name. He's like, and they're all looking at the dog. And he's like, oh my God. Could it be possible they think the dog is doing this? You know? Okay, so a little time goes on, you know, and she still ain't coming down. He slips another one out, man. Stinks up the whole room. Everybody's looking at each other. The old lady comes back in. Spot! And he's like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. Like, this is a story. He can't wait to tell his friends, like, that he's making gas and they're all blaming the dog for it, you know. So, you know, he's sitting there. He still ain't ready. She ain't coming down. He's like, screw it, like, you know. This is an ironclad, like, I'm getting away with this. I'm going to fart at will now, you know. He lets out another silent but deadly. This one's even worse than the other ones. Stinks up the whole room. The old lady come running in, and he, you know, they look at each other, and she goes, Spot! Get over here before he shits on you.